Hi everyone. In this short video, I'm going to show you how to use positive communication over the break so you can make good choices with your peers, friends, and family. I am sure the last few weeks have been very different for you as kids trying to attend school. They certainly have for us as adults. We've now spent a large time inside our houses doing our best to entertain ourselves. This forces us to deal with feelings that we don't usually feel all the time. This could be things like boredom, anxiety and worry, and sometimes a little bit of creativity. When we feel this way, we a lot of times do or try things that we've never done before, which can be fun, exciting, but sometimes might get us into a little bit of trouble. If we don't do anything about this, it can make us feel like we're all alone and we don't have anyone to help us. So to help you out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the steps to calming down, the 3 modes of communication, and the skill of reflective listening to help you with your relationships with your friends, family, and peers. First, let's go ahead and talk about the 3 steps to calming down. If you've been at Coal Canyon for even a few years, you've probably heard myself or other counselors talk about the 3 steps to calming down. That, of course, is stopping yourself when you know you're starting to feel a little bit different, especially if you know it's a strong feeling. Then naming your feeling so you can tame it. Naming it means saying, I feel anxious or I feel worried, not just naming the situation. And finally, using a coping skill like deep-centered breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, trying to use some slow, quiet counting to help you get grounded. And last but not least, practice using that positive self-talk, saying good things to yourself so you can make sure you get that negativity that's either coming from the outside or from within out of your system so you can make sure you can move forward and make a great decision. So I want to reiterate the importance of being able to calm yourself down. I know it can seem like I'm repeating myself over and over and over again, but if you're going to try to help yourself with communicating with either a sibling, a friend, or especially a parent, it's so important for you to use your skills to be able to calm yourself down, because when you're calm, you're going to make a better decision, you're going to use better words, and you're going to be able to think clearly so you all can come up with a really awesome solution that's going to work not only just for you, but for everyone else. Once that you've calmed down, now it's important for us to think about how we're going to talk to either our peers, our parents, or any adult that we have. Today I'm going to talk about 3 ways or 3 modes of communication. They each have different types of benefits and also drawbacks. One of them is being passive. The other one is being aggressive. And the third, and definitely not the least, is being assertive. So the first mode is being passive. And being passive is a pretty common way that some kids talk, and it's out of a way of being nice. They're trying to be polite, they're trying to be calm, but sometimes it gets too soft and sometimes their communication is not very clear. This can be kind of problematic if you're talking to a classmate or maybe someone who doesn't know you very well. Let's contrast that with being aggressive. Now, when you're aggressive, you may be very clear about what you want. However, you're going to be using a voice tone that's going to be very loud or could be perceived as mean. And what that's going to happen is it's going to make people feel upset with you. And it's most likely not going to get you exactly what you want, especially if you are talking to an adult. Now, students who have an aggressive voice tone many times already have a strong feeling, like anger or being upset. So if that's the case, go back and use those calm down steps and then try again. So the communication that we're looking for that's the most effective is called being assertive. Being assertive is both being very clear about what you want, but also being very confident in yourself. You are standing up straight, your shoulders are back, and you're telling everyone in a calm, confident voice exactly what you want. This works with your friends, your family, and even your siblings. When you communicate in a calm, firm, and respectful way, it's going to help you with your relationships with your friends, family, and especially those siblings. When you do it in that way, you're more likely to get what you want and actually get a yes. So try it. Make sure that you're calm, that you're not having those strong feelings, and tell the person exactly what you want. Now that we've reviewed the 3 modes of communication, let's put into practice the mode of being assertive. The way that we're going to do that is we're going to practice a skill called reflective listening. When you reflectively listen to the person, not only are you just looking and listening to them, but you're also showing them that you heard exactly what they said and having a very calm and interesting conversation with them. First things first, listen to the person, or at least listen to the question you asked them. Then, summarize it by saying something like, "What I heard you say was." Then, ask them, "Did I get that right?" Once they've responded to you, then you can ask them a question or you can tell them what you wanted to say. So a great time to practice would be if you're at the dinner table. Why don't you start by asking your family a question? Considering that this might be a stressful time, you may ask, "What do you do to relax?" Let's pretend that your parents said, "I like to read and do puzzles." You can reflectively listen by saying, "What I heard you say was, you like to read or do puzzles." There might be a time when someone also shares their opinion, but it's okay. Stay calm and then ask your question. And that's really all you have to do. Just look at the person, repeat what you heard them say, make sure you stay calm, and then share your opinion. It does take some practice, but if you use reflective listening, it can help you a lot with your communication. Go and take some time this week to practice with your friends and family. So today we went over 3 important aspects of good communication. First, and most important, is the steps to staying calm. Remember, if you want to have a good conversation with someone, you have to make sure that you're staying calm. Next, we talked about the 3 modes of communication, remembering that being assertive is what we're trying to do. And assertive is being calm, being confident, and being clear about what you want. Finally, we practice one skill of communicating, which is reflective listening. That means listening to what the other person says, sharing with the other person what you heard them say, and then sharing your own thoughts. I hope you all will do an amazing job this week practicing positive communication at home, especially with your friends and family. If you still need help, ask your parents, or you can send me a short little message by going to our school website in the school counselor section and clicking on the mailbox form. I look forward to hearing back from everyone. Have a wonderful week.